in the last 48 hours, I received a WhatsApp post from a respected pastor. I won't give details about the pastor, but I'm going to show what the post is all about. So here on the screen is the post. As you can see, it's a WhatsApp post. And the title is Halal. Tomorrow's celebration may plant tomorrow's crisis. Since it was sent on Sunday night, the person was literally referring to Monday. As we go through the body, it was talking about Monday, 27th of October, 2025. And written by one citizen, Bolaji Akinyemi, calls himself an apostle and nation builder. It's a long post. Here is the introduction. And then after that, it has 9 sections. Section 1, Section 2, Section 3, Section 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, here. And then Section 9, which is final admonition. And then you see the name of the author once again, Bolaji Akinyemi. Now, I'm not going to respond to everything in this post. I won't. For obvious reasons, there's no time to do that. But I'll be responding to Section 7 only. And even in my response to Section 7, there's a lot of things to talk about that a single video would be very long to respond to this. So I'm going to break my response into about four separate responses, 4 separate episodes. So in this episode 1, I want to talk to the author first and then jump into a few of the things that he mentioned. I will delay response to other things in subsequent episodes. So let's just jump into it right away. First of all, let me address citizen Bolaji Akinyemi. You are a Christian from the, if actually this is true, since you said you are an apostle, there's only one religion today that still uses that title, and that is Christianity. So that's why I said you are a Christian from the title in the write-up. And then you say you are a nation builder. I don't know what that means. Maybe because you are addressing this to the president, to the vice president. I guess once again that you will be a senior citizen. But please and please, for the sake of Jesus Christ, listen to what I have to tell you. Sir, you don't know Islam. You don't. I've read everything and I've seen that your knowledge of Islam is hollow, is shallow. Therefore, please refrain from making statements that will portray you as ignorant about the topic that you're dealing with. You don't know Islam, and I'm going to prove my point. Therefore, if I successfully prove my point, what should you do? Take a time out and then go and learn. Go and learn. And after that, you can then come and be engaging Muslims and Islam. But for now, please take a break and just learn what Islam is all about. Having said that, I'm also going to say this. If you want to learn any ideology, you don't take your knowledge from the people. You look at the book. You look at the sources. You look at the documents. That's how to learn, particularly as an educated person like you. You are not going to get hearsay just from a random person, a random practitioner of an ideology on the street. You can read, you can write. Why not just get the documents? And I will be of help if we reach out to each other. I may reach out to you. If you want to learn Islam, please look at the documents. Then believe the documents. I'm not saying believe in Islam. Look at the documents and fix your heart on the documents. Stop believing hearsay. Believe what the documents say. That is how to be an authority on anything. You read the documents and keep it to your heart. Take it to heart. Take whatever you read to heart. That is how to learn. That is how you will know Christianity. That is how you will learn Mormonism. That's how you will learn Buddhism. That is how you will learn Islam. Unfortunately, people don't learn Islam that way. They simply believe whatever a random imam or sheikh or somebody says, and worse still, believing what you read on social media or mainstream media, on TV, on radio stations, and things like that. That is where people take their sources, their knowledge of Islam. That is inadequate for somebody that is knowledgeable. Having cleared that out of the way, let's just go back to the write-up. And then I'll start looking at section 7. I'm not going to look at everything. It's just section 7. So, section 7, you begin by saying, as you can see, guidance to Muslims of good conscience. Guidance to Muslims of good conscience. This article really is about a policy of the current administration in Nigeria to introduce halal. Halal is the Islamic concept of something acceptable or something permissible, something that is okay for Muslims. And the administration is trying to make it a national policy. Okay, I won't go into the details. And therefore, after talking to the president, after talking to the vice president, this and that, Citizen Bolaji Akinyemi is talking to Muslims that he refers to as Muslims of good conscience. By this, I believe you mean the average Muslims on the streets. If that's what you mean, good. But if that's not what you mean, there is no Muslim of good conscience. A Muslim of good conscience is somebody that doesn't know Islam at all. It's a Muslim that does not know Islam at all. And they're harmless. As they are harmless, they're also helpless. When the jihadists strike, the harmless Muslims of good conscience cannot stop them. They dare not stop them. Otherwise, they too will be killed. So, that is the first thing. And then, look at this. So after introducing the paragraph, after introducing the section, he went on to say, to my Muslim brothers and sisters, I speak with peace. I mean, mistake upon mistake, error upon error. So let me point out the error here. The first error is, I speak in peace. The whole article is full of nice words. I would not, maybe I should refer to those words as political correctness. They're just soft words. Appealing, pleading, trying to reason with people to say, this is not nice, it's not good for the nation, it's not good for the constitution, it's not good for this, it's not good for that, it's not good for the image of Islam. All that is political correctness. And I have already spotted enough of respect. In fact, right from paragraph 1, you said, I am not threatening. I don't mean threat. This is not a threat, but what did you call it? But let's see. Let this be understood as a forewarning, not a threat. I mean no harm. So the whole write-up is full of appeals. So when we get to paragraph 7, or what I should call section 7, you don't need to still say, I speak with respect. There's enough of respect already. Listen, the people you are speaking to don't understand this kind of language. This is too soft. I'm not saying you should threaten anybody, but pleading when you are the victim. The message it sends to them is, well, they are helpless. They're helpless. So you don't talk to jihadists like this. If you ever hope to achieve anything, you don't. This is not how to talk. So all this, I speak with respect. You can talk whatever you want to say without actually saying, I speak with respect. So that's another error. Then, here, to my Muslim brothers and sisters, while I hate to be a harbinger of bad news, but let me break it to you that the people you are talking to do not consider you their friends, let alone brothers and sisters. They don't. Islam is very clear. You are not, as a Muslim, you are not to take a Christian or a Jew or another unbeliever, particularly Christians and Jews. Don't take them as friends. It is forbidden in Islam. So if they don't take you as friends, how do you hope to win their hearts by referring to them as my Muslim brothers and sisters? Well, maybe Muslims that don't understand will take you seriously. But Muslims that have read their own books and they believe it, they will simply mock you. So don't make that mistake again. Don't. If you want to talk to Muslims. Having taken that, and let me simply prove this. So, because people are going to be saying, okay, prove your points. I'm going to prove my point. I'll be reading from the Quran and I'll be reading from the Hadiths. So, to start with, let me prove to you that Muslims are not to take Christians as friends. Let's go to the Quran. Surah 5, Surah Al-Ma'idah, Ayah 51. As you can see on the screen, this is Quran.com. Quran.com. You can see this. All right? On your top left, it's Quran.com. Let me make it. I'll take myself away from the screen so nobody accuses me of anything. You have seen that. That's Quran.com. And in Surah 5, Ayah 51, which is very, very clear on the screen. And I'm bringing four different translations. This is the Arabic. Let's hover on it. O you who believe, not take the Jews and the Christians as allies. Some of them allies, others too. So it's saying they're allies to each other. That's just the thing. You're going to see the translation. Take them. So it says, and whoever takes them as allies among you, then indeed he is of them, he is among them. Let's look at the translation. O believers, take neither Jews nor Christians as, this one says guardians, but look at it. Look at the translation. As I hover on it, it says allies. What's the meaning of allies? Friends. Okay, so whoever does so, whoever takes them as friends, as allies, he will be counted as one of them. This is Mustafa Katab's translation. Let's look at other translations. Hilali and Khan, which we just call Hilali Khan. O you believe, take not the Jews and the Christians as awliya, friends, helpers, allies. They are but awliya of each other. And if any amongst you take them as awliya, as friends, as helpers, then surely he is one of them. Let's look at others. Pictor. O ye who believe, take not the Jews and the Christians for friends. You see that I'm right. So this guardian is a deception, but let's just let that pass. Their friends one to another. He among you who taketh them for friends is one of them. Yusuf Ali, which is by far the most trusted translation, the most popular translation of the Quran into English. Yusuf Ali was an Egyptian. O ye who believe, take not the Jews and the Christians for your friends and protectors. They are but friends and protectors to each other. And he amongst you that turns to them for friendship, you see he says for friendship here, is one of them, is of them. So I hope you have seen that I have proved my case. A Muslim is not supposed to take a Christian as a friend. Let me read one more Quranic ayah, and then I'll move on. This is Surah 60, Have you seen it here? This is Surah 60, Ayah 4. So let me just collapse this so it can be clear on the screen. You've seen it here. Surah 60, Ayah 4. What does it say? Let's read together. You already have an excellent example in Ibrahim and those with him, his followers, when they said to their people, we totally dissociate ourselves from you and shun whatever idols you worship besides Allah. We reject you. The enmity and hatred that has arisen between us and you will last until you believe in Allah alone. This is the supposed Abraham talking. I don't know where Abraham said any of this. But what do you see? The Muslims already have an excellent example in Ibrahim. Who said this? Who said the enmity and hatred that has arisen between us and you will last until you believe in Allah alone. Do you understand what I mean? The enmity. And Surah 5, Ayah 51 corroborates it. Don't take them as friends. And if you don't take them as friends, who are they? They are enemies. Let's look at another translation. Indeed, there has been an excellent example for you in Ibrahim and those with him when they said to their people, verily, we're free from you and whatever you worship besides Allah. We have rejected you, and there has started between us and you hostility and hatred forever until you believe in Allah alone. Have you seen that? Let's look at another translation. Pictol. There's a goodly pattern for you in Abraham and those with him when they told their folk, lo, we are guiltless of you, and all that ye worship beside Allah we have done with you. You see these very strong languages. And there had arisen between us and you hostility and hate forever. It's not those people that hate them. According to this passage, it is Ibrahim and those that are with Ibrahim that actually hate those other people and showing hostility towards them. For doing what? For not believing in Allah alone. And the Muslims are told that they already have a pattern of conduct, an example, a goodly example, an excellent example in this. The same thing with Yusuf Ali. Okay? It says, there has arisen between us and you enmity and hatred forever, unless ye believe in Allah and Him alone. So if you don't understand what you are dealing with, I'm saying don't be making comments. This is Islam. This is Islam. But then, this is from your paragraph 7 or section 7 only. There are some other things that I want to point out here, and then I'll close. So, back to section 7 of the article. The next statement says, Islam teaches justice. Have you seen this? Islam teaches justice. Islam teaches mercy. Islam teaches there is no compulsion in religion. Now, these three things, these three statements, they are so, if I want to respond to them, it's going to take me hours. So what I'll do is I'll pick this one, Islam teaches justice, here, and respond to this, and then delay my response to Islam teaches mercy, Islam teaches that there's no compulsion in religion. I'll delay that till subsequent episodes. So let's jump into this. So he said, this means you do not need, addressing Muslims, you do not need the state to impose your purity for your purity to be true. You think so? Now, you know what? Islam needs the state to function. Islam needs the state to remain alive. Without the state, Islam will die. If you separate the state from the mosque, from Islam, Islam is going to die. That is why there's a lot I can say about this. There's a lot I can say. So I'm trying to compress everything. Do you see Islamic countries? You cannot distinguish between mosques and the administration in those countries. Look at northern Nigeria. The head of Islam in Nigeria Is also the monarch, is the king, is the head of all kings in the north. And look at governments of Nigeria. That is exactly what you will find. So you are wrong. Islam needs the state to remain relevant. Without the state, Islam will fall apart. You need the might of the state. You need the weapons of the state. You need the intimidation of the state. You need the resources of the state to keep Islam intact. Without that, everything will fall apart. But then, I want to just respond to this idea of, or maybe I should even leave that till another video. This is getting too long. I don't want it to be too long. So I'm going to stop here in this first episode, which I have directed towards citizen Bolaji Akinyemi. Please, my appeal to you is this: study and don't just make pronouncements based on ignorance. You don't have enough knowledge to make these statements. You don't. And you can start learning today by reading. Take pains to read the books of Islam. Stop making public statements like this. Take pains. Get those books. They are available online. You can contact me. Let somebody send this video to him. And to all Christian leaders in Nigeria, learn from this mistake. These are terrible mistakes you are making. Oh, Islam means peace. Islam means that religion, all religions, there's no religion that teaches violence. Well, there are 3 Abrahamic faiths and that nonsense. It's all nonsense. If you found this video very interesting, please like it and subscribe if you have not done so. Together, we can shine the light and we can fight evil and we can preserve righteousness in the land. Thank you. God bless you. Catch you in the next video.